I'm going to show you more than 10 great date night fragrances with the focus on cold weather, and they're all under $69. Shout out Joe. Ooh, this video starts right now. Now when we say date night, you could be on a date with your wife, you could be on a date with your girlfriend, a first date, and you could be going fishing with the guys, if you know what that means. Also, this Spice Bomb Night Vision, it shows a lady knocking on someone's door on a high-rise New York City style apartment, like penthouse apartment, at 3 in the morning or something. So you could call it booty call fragrances or panty dropper fragrances. Any way you look at it, they're great cold weather fragrances that get you noticed under $69. When you have grapefruits, mandarin, sage, geranium, and an apple note, it is sexy. Now, in 2012, Spice Bomb came out with their Hall of Fame fragrance. People on the blogs go off on this for some reason because they call it generic, but in reality, the thing gets results. Do you want results and smell generic in a fragrance aficionado's nose? You'll be called, oh my God, you're wearing Spice Bomb Night Vision, how generic? Or do you want the lady at the grocery store or wherever you're at say, excuse me, sir, I've never smelled that before. You smell so good. It brings them to their knees. That's called Spice Bomb Night Vision. It's about $75, I think, the cheapest I found it. So it's just a little bit over from this fragrance is under $69. But this next one is the hidden gem of the day. It's actually called Giorgio Beverly Hills Ocean Dream. Why am I showing you this? What is an ocean dream? A dream of an ocean could be lots of good things coming your way, the big flow of the ocean. It also could mean uncertainty. But in this situation, this is a long-lasting hidden gem. It lasts for hours. It's like a citrus, floral, slight spiced fragrance. It has the sage just as this, geranium just as this. This uses apple, this uses orange, this has mandarin, 6 to 10 hours fragrance. Not exactly the same smell, I'm just telling you it goes in that same top note direction. And it's a cool date night fragrance for cheap. You can consider this, it's like a hidden gem. By the way, Dolce & Gabbana The One Eau de Parfum is a Hall of Fame date night style fragrance, and I still haven't reviewed this one yet. Anyone have any comments on Dolce & Gabbana The One Intense? That's a good modern take on the date night fragrance, or on any fragrance. It's a little bit more fruity than the regular. And then they have the One Royal Edition exclusive. Both of these are good selections along with the old Hall of Fame. Another fragrance I haven't tried out yet, it's sitting right here. I am trying it. It's called Versace Eros Eau de Parfum. And one more, just real quick before the video starts with fragrance number 2. This is called Diesel Only the Brave Street Edition, and this is going to be really good because I tested it at 8 p.m. and then when I woke up, it's still on your hand at 8 a.m. and it smells really good and be a good date night fragrance. I'll get you the details coming up after this weekend. Valentino Uomo Intense is a seductive, alluring fragrance. It dries down powdery. It's got the powdery note of iris in it. It also has the sage and the mandarin top notes. It starts out like that, and it does last 7 to 10 hours. Found all over the internet, just under $69, or just maybe a few dollars over $69. You get in 7 hours. Department store, it's $100. You can get a 50 milliliter for $49. I would highly recommend this. It's very versatile, as all the rest of the fragrances on this list. Terre de Parfum, a fragrance that's good to wear with jeans or an office setting. It gets compliments. It's considered sexy. It's got top notes of orange, citrus mixed with pepper, some touches of resins, some wood. You're basically a citrus peppery fragrance. Jean-Claude Elena created this. Next we have a fragrance by Creed called Aventus. This is a Hall of Fame fragrance with a pineapple or citrus note coming in with some jasmine, and basically this is a panty dropper. It just works every single time. Find Creed Aventus. And one of the coolest fragrances that smells like Creed Aventus is called Club de Nuit. I love the way this bottle looks, but better performing one to me is called Silver Supremacy by Afnan. I would highly recommend this one over this, but I do like the bottle of this for some reason, a thick black bottle with the diamonds on the cap right there. Looks kind of cool. Those are similar scents, cheaper to the $425 Creed Aventus. That this one really does work every single time. The next fragrance is slightly controversial. People love it or hate it. It's called Dior Sauvage Parfum Edition. I think this is more youthful than regular Dior Sauvage. So if you're younger, you would like this. Now, coming up next, I've got some fragrances for gentlemanly type, a little bit more mature. One of them is very much more mature, and that one's going to be called Hermès Belle Amie. It's a very luxury leather fragrance from the leather company. It's got a cool leather label there. It gets accompanied by spicy notes of cardamom and clove. It's sharp with citruses and lots of undertones and of resins. Very strong. Came out in the 80s, in 1986. It dries down to a powdery black wood fragrance. This here is impressive, and it's sexy, and it'll get you some compliments for the distinguished gentleman is what I would call that. It's a super strong projection, like unreal projection on this, and longevity, and the scent trail is like all off the charts. Maybe they still have their original formula, I don't know, but this thing works good. Look how slow those bubbles go up. In 2016, Gentleman Only Absolute by Givenchy came out. Same year as Boss Bottled Intense Eau de Parfum. This is a warm, spicy cinnamon, wood, citrus, vanilla, powdery dry down. It drew a lot of popularity when it first came out, but the next year that this came out, in 2017, they came out with Givenchy Gentleman, the updated version of the old 1974 classic, so I believe this one got lost in the shuffle. It's really something you should really look out for. It lasts a long time. It's kind of like Spice Bomb when it finally dries down, but it has more leather and tobacco in it. One reviewer, Sharkbite, says it reminds him of being around a campfire. I'll never forget that reviewer that said that. It's kind of a good rendition, and it makes him feel warm inside like he's with his friends. 5 hours to 8 hours, easily done with this, with strong projection in the first 60 to 90 minutes. Dior Homme 2011, but back in the day I remember I had the Silver Stem edition, but this is another great date night fragrance right here. It's got a powdery iris note, it's got some bergamot, sage, lavender, and you can find this right under $69 as well, and even the bigger bottles. This little one was $49. Have you ever heard of Bleu de Chanel? This is a great fragrance. This is the palette version. A 5-ounce bottle of this is over $100, like $130 to be exact, I believe. But they do sell right on their website. This is a 2-ounce or like a 1.7 for $77, and that would be a fitting, perfect fragrance for all year use, nighttime, night calls, date night, whatever you want, office wear. Bleu de Chanel is a Hall of Fame fragrance. Now here's another one that's good to wear with a leather jacket. Sure. Blue jeans, sure. You can wear it with anything. Peppery, sage, earthy, herbaceous. Carolina Herrera, Bad Boy. This is a very good fragrance. It just smells so good. There's a sage note in here, and it clears negative energy, and that's no joke. Every time I spray this, I instantly, even in the air, feel uplifted, and that's why I love Carolina Herrera Bad Boy. It also lasts for a decent 7-hour time, and it gets lots of compliments. You got a little bit overspray on this. It's fine. It's fun. The next one is Chanel Allure Homme Sport. It can be quite a challenge to find it under $69. You'll have to find a small bottle most likely, but it's an all-around great, fresh, sweet, spicy fragrance. Just does the job and projects well, and it's great to go out on a date with all year long. What would be good to go out on a date? Ice skating? Try this one. It's called Yves Saint Laurent La Nuit de l'Homme Intense version. The intense version is a little bit more oomph, a little bit more spice to it is what I want to say. It's got that sweet note in it. It just fires up right off the bat. Looks pretty cool bottle too, sitting on your dress. Eau de Parfum concentration, whereas the regular one is a Eau de Toilette concentration. This is another one that's becoming a Hall of Fame fragrance for all types of occasions. It's called Armani Code Absolute. It's a sweet, woody, gourmand fragrance, which means sweet, delicious, and lovely. I'd like to ask you another question. Please comment down below some fragrances that you're wearing that you're enjoying. I loved yesterday's list. A lot of you helped me out. I take a file on Word and I write down everything you say. So keep on suggesting me fragrances. Maybe you want to hear about some ideas of other videos or fragrances that simply you're enjoying. Write down 4 or 5 of them. I don't care. Everyone likes to see, what is this guy wearing? What's that guy wearing? And start the conversation. Plus, it's cool. That's how you find hidden gems. Peace and love. We'll see you tomorrow.